Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be talking to you guys about the 5 top tips for studying in nursing school. So if you're interested in that, keep watching. Cue the intro. Hey guys, so I already know what you're thinking. Like, what is going on top of your head? So, these are my dreads. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. I decided I wanted some dreads, so I went ahead and dreaded up. So I'm going to do a lock journey for you guys. I'm just kidding. These are just some fat twists, and they didn't look right laying down, so I just pulled them up here. You know, let's just try not to focus on that right now. Like not today. Like maybe tomorrow we'll, you know what I'm saying. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about the 5 top tips for studying in nursing school. If you guys didn't know, I am going into my last year of nursing school, hopefully my last year of nursing school. And throughout my journey, I have learned a few things, and these are just things that I recommend that you do. You know, if you're getting your A's and B's and, you know, you're succeeding, then that's what you do. And that's been working for you, but these are the things that's worked for me. So let's get started. I have all my tips written down on my notebook. So the first one is read before class. In my school, it is like mandatory that you read before class for some professors. Some professors don't require you to, but you know, they would like you to. But really, to get a better understanding of like the information while you're in class, it is so important to read before class. Even if you don't understand anything that you're reading, if you read before class, then you kind of get an idea. And then even if you do understand something, then maybe the professor can clarify about what you think you know. So read before class, it's important. Number 2 is ask questions. Sometimes when I'm in class, my professors look like they are begging for questions. They like want you to ask them questions, and they like, from my school, they put up discussion boards. They give you their office hours and all that information so that you can ask them questions whenever you have a question. But in class while you're learning the subject is like the best time to ask your question, because then you know you don't go on with your thinking that's going to be incorrect. So please ask your professors questions. They want questions, and it'll enhance your understanding, and that's what we're here for anyway. So ask questions. Next is ask your professor to record. You have to ask someone's permission, at least in the state of Maryland, as far as I know, to record them, especially in school, because, you know, they could be saying some wild stuff. Anyway, you have to ask the person's permission before you can record. So ask your professor if you can record, and then if they let you record everything from the beginning of class to the end, because even if you have your laptop up, you have the PowerPoint slides up, and you writing down notes at the same time, it's no way for you to catch everything that they're going to say, because they're just talking, and they're talking for 3 hours. So you might drift off, or you might start thinking about something else, or you might get caught on one area before they, you know, when they already moved on to something else. So ask your professor to record. Then organize your notes. It can get so jumbled, especially if you're writing down as the professor is talking. You just write down little notes here, little notes there, and it ends up being a mess. If you're talking about a disease process, then you can break it down from, like, you know, the diagnosis, what does that mean for this patient, what interventions can we do, and, you know, how do we know that the treatment is working? So that's just a rough example. You know, just organize your notes so that it's easier for you to read and for you to understand what's going on. Because if you put how to treat this disease and then don't talk about the actual disease, or you put a medication down there that would treat the disease, but you don't know anything about the medication, it's like you're writing for no reason. So that's why, all that to say, just organize your notes so that you can understand, and make sure that you expound in your notes. Don't, you know, try to make it up in your head. If you expound in your notes, then you can make up your own definition in your head, and you can write that down somewhere else. Next is 5. Have I been saying the numbers the whole time? It's okay. The next one is do practice questions. Do practice questions. do practice questions. Do practice questions. You should do practice questions. Do practice questions. Why not? So practice questions are so important, especially if you can find a source that where you do the practice questions will give you a rationale for why you are wrong and why the right answer is right. That is so, it's so important for learning and understanding, because then you can see why you were wrong and why that answer was right. And then the next time you know that this is how you should be thinking when you enter this question. For my school, we use ATI as like our, online study situation, but you can also get like questions from the textbook, because every section in the textbook has its own questions. And then you can also get there's a study guide for most books. There's a study guide that the company will also sell that some could see as a waste of time, waste of money, but I loved it. I used it for my health assessment class, and if I did not have that book, I don't know where I would be right now. Also, my professor was awesome. Y'all thought it was over, but it's not. I have one more thing. Okay, so the last thing is to read the objectives that your professor gives you for each chapter and have that in front of you while you're studying to help you organize your studying. And that can help you study for the test, and that can help you learn the information better, because you have more of a goal in mind while you're studying, instead of just reading a book just to read it, because it's kind of, that's how it feels when you're reading a textbook. It feels like you're just reading it for no reason. So those are my 6 tips. So nursing school is hard. I don't think anybody is going to lie to you and tell you that it's not, because nursing school is so hard. You will cry, you will freaking destroy your room, you will end relationships with family members. It's a really difficult journey, but hopefully with these tips you can kind of keep your sanity throughout your program. So if you guys have any questions, let me know down below. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Hopefully next time my hair will be done. But there's no guarantee for that. There's no guarantee for that. So I will see you guys next time. Like I said, peace in the Middle East. Okay, bye. You made it to the end of the video. Woo! Now click subscribe. Thank you. Goodbye.